that's all right. You got a big dangly bit off your nose, have you?
No.
Oh, that's all right then.
Bit of glue, I suppose.
That's all right. Mix it in with the glue, mate. Nobody will notice. Greetings, RC Model Geeks, and here we are, part 11 of the Hobbyking /DW Hobby J3 Cub build. So I've got the wing back on the bench, and I'm going to stick the top sheeting on. Well, before that, actually, I'm going to go over all the joints with the old wood glue and just fillet the joints. And then when that's done, I'll put the top sheeting on. So I'll be back with you in a bit. Look, Bixler Phil's here.
I was just going to blow my nose.
Oh, here.
No matter.
Yeah, that's all right. You got a big dangly bit off your nose, have you?
No.
Oh, that's all right then.
Bit of glue, I suppose.
That's all right. Mix it in with the glue, mate. Nobody will notice. So Phil's touching up the joints with the wood glue there. So that's all lovely jubbly.
Yep.
Back with you when something else happens.
Right.
Right, a lot of work been done today. As you saw, Bixler Phil was over, and he's glued up all of the wing joints. So that's just sort of drying off there. So tomorrow I'll be able to put the top sheeting on that wing. And while he was doing that, I have been working on the servos. I've got the closed loop system in there and the push rod for the elevator. I had to move the servo over so we could get the pull rudder servo in the middle, and then I made a little bracket in there just to hold the push rod. And that runs down the fuselage all the way to the back there to there. And as you can see, I've cut it flush so it comes out nicely, so that'll look good when it's covered. Yeah, also done the closed loop and the tail wheel. There's the tail wheel assembly. That just needs screwing in there, like that. This is all just dry fitted at the moment, so I could get all the push rods and the pull done before I cover the fuselage. So yeah, there's the tail wheel assembly, closed loop. And there is the tail end of a. Like I said, none of this is glued together yet. It's just loose in there. I've done all the hinging. I've hinged the elevator, and that's all actually glued together. Both those hinges. I haven't glued the hinges in on the rudder yet. Yeah. So it's getting there, isn't it? Not bad at all, if I say so myself. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get the top sheeting on and then cover that other wing. And you know, we're not that far off getting it finished, really. It's coming together quite nicely. Yeah, I've just got to do something about securing the hatch in here as well. It's got a lip here, but nothing, as far as I can see, goes here to hold the hatch in. So I might have to put some screws or maybe a magnet or something just to hold that hatch on. I also cut the front canopy. If I can find that. Here it is. So here's the front canopy. That slots on quite nice onto there. It's basically just secured with 1, 2, 3 screws on each side, and that will fit around there. Beautiful. That'll be nice and tight. Anything else that I've done? No, that's about it. Yeah, so next thing will be, well, once I've glued it together, the tail and stuff. I've left this, that's the point, I've left this block unglued. A, it made it easier to cover, and B, it'll make it easier to stick the horizontal stabiliser on. So I can get the horizontal stabiliser stuck down if I move this all off like that and pull that up. There you go. So I can basically get the horizontal stabs stuck down, all lined up beautiful, and then drop this block on there. And it's easier doing it this way because it makes it so much easier to cover that. Because there's nothing in the way, and then, you know, it all just slots together. Bob's your uncle. Stick that in there, and then stick the rudder back in the in its hinges. There you go. So yeah, so that's how I'm going to finally assemble that anyway. And you know, you don't see the join lines anyway, so you know, it won't look out of place doing it that way. And the same as here, when the covering comes up to here, you won't notice it when you glue it together, and it just makes it a lot easier. Oh, the other thing I did, if I slide this tail across, I don't know if you can see in there. Where the wire joiner there went across, the wire joiner's still in there, but what I did, I had a bit of carbon fibre tube, hollow tube, and the inside diameter was the same as the piano wire. So I basically glued half of the tube onto the piano wire, just to act as a bit more of a stiffener for the piano wire, so it doesn't twist so much. And that seemed to work quite well. And yeah, that's it. I think I'm going to call it a day. That's yeah, you know, it's getting there. So you know, all these little things take longer than actually building the you know, the main parts of the kit. But you know, it laid it, you know, being finished quicker. Right, that's it. Time to call it a day. It's dark outside now, so we're on normal Greenwich Mean Time again rather than British summertime. So it's completely dark out there. Look at that. And that's, what's the time? 5:15 or something. 5:30, is it? What's the time? Oh, it's, oh, bloody hell, it's 6:30. Well, there you go, it's 6:30. Right, well, that's it. I'm going. Catch you all tomorrow. Like, comment and subscribe. If you want to email us, there it is. Oh yeah, and stop asking for a covering video. I've already done one. And it's the most boring thing in the world, covering videos. So go and have a look at the Junior 60 build, and there's a very long video on how to cover. Yeah, I mean, you know, you just got to practice. And if you try and cover something that's rough and shitty, it's still going to look rough and shitty when you covered it. It's all about the surface prep and stuff like that. So, right, see you tomorrow. Bye.